Hey, it's Matt. Welcome to another beautiful Sunday tool haul. Today I think I have a good one here for you. We have this Kraeuter case, and everything that you see here came with this case. This was all jammed in there. It's not Kraeuter stuff, so I pulled it all out of there because it doesn't belong. And this is what we're left with for all the Kraeuter stuff. And before we get into this, I am going to sell this case, and I am shooting this video on Sunday, the day that you're seeing it, and I'm going to list this on Sunday. I normally am like a week or two ahead of time on videos, so I'll say, hey, I might sell this, but I might have already sold it, and it might have already, been gone. So if you don't want to miss stuff, check out the link below. That'll lead you to my eBay store where I list some of the stuff that you see here. And some of the stuff that you don't see, I list too. I don't have time to film everything that I get, so there might be something that I didn't even shoot a video of that is on eBay. So check it out. Let's see if I got my money's worth. Is this 25 bucks worth? I think so. We have some 1/2-inch drive sockets here. We have 1.25 inches down to 7/8, and then we drop down to the 3/8 drive, which we start at 13/16, and we go down to 9/16, and that one, for whatever reason, is a 6-pointer. So I dug through all my sockets to see if I have anything to add to any of this stuff, and I only have one Kraeuter socket. I don't see this stuff in my neck of the woods, so I have a 1/2-inch 6-pointer, so I'm going to throw that in there. It's not as nice as all the other sockets, but it kind of fills a hole in there, so I'll throw it in there. And then we have an adapter, 3/8 down to 1/4 inch in really nice shape. And then I think this is an extension, a 1-inch or 2-inch extension, whatever you'd call it, in a really nice shape. Looks like it's never been used, so that's pretty cool. We have some deep sockets, a 3/4 in 6-point, a 5/8 in 6-point, and then a 19mm in 6-point. So that's pretty cool. And then this whole strip right here, this is all 3/8 drive, shallow 6-pointer metrics. Let's take a look at those things. All in really nice shape. And yes, the 10mm is in there. The only socket we're missing is the 11mm. So if you got an 11mm rolling around, this is the set for you. I think I did check on eBay and there was an 11mm Kraeuter listed, so hopefully that's still there. If you get this thing, I don't know, it might sell. I don't know. Nice ratchet, 1/2-inch drive, 33070. This thing is in pretty good shape. Ratchets nicely. Beautiful, beautiful ratchet, and a really nice extension. I would love to keep this thing, man, but I can't keep everything. It's a really nice set. I want to keep it, but I can't. I can't. I gotta get it out of here. Let's take a look at this non-Kraeuter stuff. All right, 7/8 SK Chrome. So this is the first generation of this style of SK socket with the polish on the top and the dull on the bottom. So that's pretty cool. And an SK5A spark plug socket, nothing too fancy, kind of a more modern era. Same with this thing, but it's really nice. This thing is like brand new. I don't think this thing has ever been used. Really nice 3/8 drive swivel. I'll have to check out in the garage how nice my swivel is out there. If I have a nice one out there, I'll probably sell this thing, but I gotta make a decision on that. We have some Snapon stuff. A 3/4 deep 12-pointer that is unfortunately pretty bad. It's rounded out pretty good. I don't know if Snapon would warranty that. They'll probably look at this end and say, yeah, that was used on an impact, so nope, sorry. But I don't know, I've never warranted anything with Snap-on before, so I'm not sure. We have a 13/16 spark plug socket here, an S9705A. It does have an owner's mark on it, a little P, so it's not too invasive, but I'm probably going to hang on to that and stick that one out in the garage. And then one more Snap-on, a 1/2-inch. What do we have? An IMF 160. That's an impact of the older font there, but it still is the flank drive, 3/8 drive. So I'll probably throw that one out in the garage and just use it. Oh, rolling away on me there. And we have this Indestro Super 7/8 12-pointer socket, an Indestro Super adapter from 1/2-inch to 3/8. And we have some Craftsman stuff here. And one of these Craftsman items probably paid for all of this stuff. Let me know what you think. It's not this thing. We have a Craftsman Circle U 3/4 socket. Pretty cool. We have a loosey-goosey Circle K 1/2-inch drive swivel, and this thing is just it's bad. We'll just leave that there. Not that great. We have a V series half inch, 3/8 to half inch drive adapter, and then we have a 9mm single line V 12 pointer 3/8 drive socket. And I forgot about this little thing. I don't think this is Craftsman. I don't know what brand it is. It looks like a little slide handle for a T-bar or something that you could stick on the end of your breaker bar or something like that. But this little guy right here, believe it or not, I think I could probably get 20 or 25 bucks for this thing. If it were in nicer shape, I might get 30 for it. But I mean, what extension on earth could be worth that much other than a brand new Snap-on? Well, we have a Craftsman, and this is a C95, and I thought, oh, that's a pretty cool old 1/4 inch extension, but it's like C95, that's pretty old. I'm gonna look that thing up. So I typed it in on the Google machine there in Alloy Artifacts, and this is actually part of the Midget series. I didn't name it that, okay? Don't shoot the messenger, all right? Midget series, this is a 9/32, not a 1/4 inch drive. And I guess these are pretty rare. They were made from 1932 to 36, I believe. If you see any C series Craftsman stuff, that's when it's from. So that is definitely a hidden gem that was just, you don't normally think, oh, an extension, whatever. It's an extension, I'll just use it. But that puppy right there is a pretty rare little item there. So what do you think? 25 bucks for all of this? I think I did pretty good. Once again, I'm going to stick this on eBay. I think I'm going to do an auction for it. I don't know. I mean, that ratchet alone is 20 bucks. The case is in really nice shape. I could probably get 20 bucks for just the case. So we're up to 40 bucks already, and that doesn't include any of these sockets at all. We have almost a complete set of metric sockets there, just missing the 11mm. With it having the 10mm in there, somebody's definitely going to snag that up. That's probably worth a $20 bill right there. So I don't know. I usually like to double my money when I do this stuff, but I'll list this thing for, maybe I'll start the bidding at $49.99 and see where it gets to. If I don't get any more than that, that'll be all right. But if you've ever done eBay, you have to pay the eBay fees, and selling something for 50 bucks, the fees are probably going to be around $15. So I'm only going to end up making 35 bucks on it. So that's 10 bucks that I made on this. So I don't make a whole lot of money doing this, and I really don't do it for the money. I do it for the fun, and I get some cool stuff. If I can break even, I'm usually pretty happy. If I can keep some stuff and just break even and move some stuff along the line, if I make a little extra, then I'm happy. But I usually don't make more than like 50 bucks a week if I'm lucky on doing this stuff. So it's not like I'm, going gangbusters here and making a lot of money on this stuff. I'm not. It's a fun little kind of side hobby thing that I do here, and I do it because I use tools and I like to get, some nicer stuff and upgrade. I'll upgrade my stuff and sell it out. So I'm blabbing. Anyway, what do you think? You like this stuff? 25 bucks? I think it's pretty cool. That ratchet is really cool. And a little history lesson, this Kraeuter stuff is made by SK. If you are familiar with the SK Wayne, that was the, what was it, Symington Wayne or something company bought out SK, and then they changed the name to SK Wayne. And then shortly after that, they got bought out by Dresser, I think. So I'm not sure what era this is from. It might be the Dresser era, but after that they dropped the Wayne off of the SK Wayne stuff, and these were made by SK. So, if you're an SK person of the mid-century era, I think it's going to be 65 or later, I believe. So if you like the SK stuff, this is a set for you. It's incomplete, but if you have some other holes to fill in there, if you have some sockets laying around, this would be a good set. So anyways, let me know down in the comments down there, what was your favorite tool in here? I really like that midget thing, because that kind of just, just spices up the whole deal. But stay tuned for next week. I'm sure I'll have another one for you. Have a great weekend.